Okay, I believe it's time to talk about my story, I guess. I don't know where to start. Somewhere in 2035 or 2030, there has been some organization in the world where I'm at. I'm not from this world. The population and the generation of people just minding their own business, having businesses and jobs and social media is all gone and perished because a new rising has just begun. People like assassins and hitmans and bounty hunters were like a dead long time ago throughout the time, somewhere in 19 somewhere. There could be more in the future, but there was more at this time. That's where I came in as a new stage of who I was. But I wasn't like this, with powers. First, I was just a hacker in an organization trying to expose people. There was this one organization, but it was an experiment. People call themselves the GOVs. They do experiments on human beings to make them as conducts with a device called the RX-5. The RX-5 was the device that can make make a human into immortal or immortal. Any type of way there was at least monsters or demons or devils, especially the deception, the reapers. It came down to the device because the device was combined to the red core into the reaper's powers, some kind of shadow figure. Somewhere at that time, I managed to expose them, but it wasn't enough. When I got caught, they experimented me to be some kind of thing. I was tortured by it, grieved by it. But in the end, I activated the RX-5 from escaping. I turned into something. It changed me into a monster. And I go after people and take their souls. And you don't want to be there when that happens. Because all of us as humans are monsters. We did bad things. As a Reaper core of myself, I can see anyone doing bad things, knowing what you did in the past. What about you and you? I tried to fight it. I tried to escape it. But then it kept getting stronger. So I had to run. Probably through years now. And I'm still running. I was close to a bounty hunter, but I was more like an assassin. An assassin that kills people for money. Monsters, demons, devils. I was a devil or a demon hunter. But then I had to fight back. People were calling me the boogeyman or the reaper. Some kind of name that represents me. I was taking down monsters, demons, or devils for money. Thing is though, I reject both of good and evil. I was in this organization called the X. Either X-Assassins or Xeris or the X-Kanto. Every single organization was called X because we were some kind of assassin organization that kills. But I was a guy with powers who was able to kill my targets anytime, anywhere. But then, it came down to every choice that I made. There was always evil and good, heroes and villains. But in the end, I reject both. Because in the end, who knows who I would choose as a deception. Every power I had was even scarier and ruthless. I can camouflage in the dark anytime as the boogeyman. I can teleport, stop time. Sometimes I always get voices in my head, that whisper of that laugh. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Every single Assassin's Creed organization I was in, I was the best at it. Either good with weapons or just good in combat. Probably both. But in the end, I was good at everything. Villains, heroes, criminals on the streets were scared of me. No one was able to touch me because they couldn't find me. They didn't even know who I was or know where I came from. Every single night when they about to do something bad, they just hear a whisper or someone's breathing down their neck and they know it's me. In the end, I'm no hero, no vigilante, or no anti-hero, whatever the bullshit that people call me. I'm just a Reaper who's just there to just do his job, that's all. In the end, it's different around this time. Because it's not even just human beings just living their lives. They all surviving, trying to fight off some things. In some other cities, like places, there are people who live in a life. But others, they were dead a long time ago. I lost families, brothers, sisters, even my friends in the hacking organization because of who I became accidentally. But in the end, one question remains. Was it worth it? A couple years later, in 2040, I took down a bunch of targets, a bunch of people. But then one day I found out that the RXY has some kind of device. It wasn't just a device of powers, it was the future. I was able to use the device to go back in time and go back in the future. I learned the past, the future, the present, and even every time. I can even know when someone dies. The RX-5 was a Reaper core, a core that any Grim Reaper who has this power can know about a state, but also can travel back in time. When I pressed the button, I accidentally went back somewhere down to 2025. Back to the time when I was like, 19? Whatever the case. I went back to a time that I haven't seen in a minute. I couldn't come back. Even if I wanted to, I rejected it. In the end, I decided to leave my assassin things behind. I decided to still keep myself intact. So I decided to just do things as an assassin. I decided to go back doing my old habits when I was a kid. Play games, late night streams. I think I'll call myself king, so whatever the case. I found an abandoned warehouse where I can place my stuff in. Decided to make some content and some live streams. Problem was I didn't even know what to choose. So I chose both. Twitch and YouTube was the one thing I was interested in. And sure, this might sound dumb to you, or cringe, whatever you want to call it in this generation. But in the end, you might not believe me, and you might think I'm some kind of idiot. But in the end, I think I can call this place my home. For now.